Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Six Shifts 4.0, and I'm glad you are here. Yes, I'm glad you are here. This is the Six Shifts 4.0, and I am the convener of the Six Shifts 4.0. I am Oluwajosin Omotayo, and I'll be glad. I would love it if you would learn. Get your pens ready, your jotter, every of the writing materials. Get them ready as we invite our guest speaker. Before we invite our guest speaker, I want to tell you what the six shifts you've been hearing of the six shifts, the six shifts, the six shifts. Yes, this is our fourth edition, and that is why it is dubbed the Six Ships 4.0. I'm glad you are here and I'm glad to have you here. Before we go on, I would love to tell you about our guest speaker. It is they are Mr. and Mrs. Orunko. They have been a great spiritual parents to me. They have been awesome, and I'm very, very sure. I assure you that you're going to learn great things this evening. So that is why you need to get your writing materials ready. As you can see, I have my ear because I'm not I let's as this is I'm not the convener. I am here to learn. As you can see, I am here to learn as you are here to learn. And I'm so happy that you are here. And I'm very, very sure that you're going to be blessed. I'm rest assured. So we are going to be inviting our first speaker, which is Mr. and Mrs. Orunko. And I'm so sorry for the delay in this live video. It was because of some things came up. But notwithstanding, we are going to be having our guest speakers here. And I want you to get ready. All right. So I'm going to be inviting them in. We'll be inviting them in. Okay. While we are waiting for the guest speakers, I want you to tell us your name and where you are watching from. Please, we'd love to know your name and where you're watching from. Let's know your expectations for the six shifts to be anticipating. Let's know your expectation for the six shifts. I would love to see that in the comment section. I would love to see that in the comment section. So we are going to be inviting our Yes, let me know if you can hear me. Anybody there? Anybody watching? Please let me know if you can hear me. So I'm waiting for your names and your expectations for this live video. Let me know if you can hear me. Ah, wow. Let me know if you can hear me. I can see someone is watching, but I don't know why the person is not saying anything. Tonight is going to be awesome. It's going to be promising. And I want to tell you that if you are here, you have to invite your friends. Yes, invite your friends. Don't be selfish. Don't do this alone. Don't learn this alone. Invite your friends. After the companionship session, we are going to be having the internship session, and that is what we are going to do today. Then tomorrow, it's a 3 days program. Today, tomorrow, and on Thursday. It's going to end on Thursday. So we'll be having our companionship session and internship session today. We are going to be having our partnership session tomorrow. We're going to be having our professorship session tomorrow as well. And probably we're going to be having our fellowship session tomorrow. Then on Thursday, we're going to be having our guests. I know you know that already. We're going to be having our leadership session. So, since the guest speaker is here to join now, the guest speaker is here to join. The guest speaker is going to join us now. As we're waiting, please drop your names. Let's know where you are viewing from. Let's know where you're viewing from. Let's know where you're viewing from. I am Oluwadunsi. I'm viewing from Ondo State, Nigeria, precisely the Federal University of Technology, Akure. So let us know where you are viewing from. Let's know where you are viewing from. Let us know where you're viewing from. Yeah, so we have one of our guest speaker here, Mr. Shegun. Can you come in? Oh, time is not on our side. Can you come up now? Mr. Shegun, can you hear? We're waiting. Can you come up now? As we wait for Mr. Shegun, yes, as we wait for Mr. Shegun to come up, I want to tell you one amazing thing. I've a final year student, and I have learned a lot from him. I have learned a lot from him. With the few times we've spent together, and I am very sure, I'm so excited, I'm super excited from him tonight. And that is why my book is here with me. That is why my book is here with me. So, Mr. Shegun, we can't wait to have you on board. We can't wait to have you on board. Okay, while we wait for Mr. Shegun, I want to share with you one of the things I learned today. As a student, I was having lectures. Is very, very important in everything we do. In about days of our life, we have to, shall follow you all the days of your life. You have to know that you as a person, you have to be patient. You have to have that virtue. Patience is a virtue. Yes, patience is a virtue. You have to be patient. So as I entered the lecture, I think it was stressed, and it was a hectic day for me already. I was stressed. Most of the students were stressed. But something happened. The lecturer asked us a question. Well, are you tired? And I want you to know that you should not be tired. While you are waiting for Mr. Shegun, you should not be tired. He asked a question, are you tired? And the students echoed, yes, we are tired. And it locked the door. Sorry. Yes. We can see you. Welcome. Welcome. All right, sir. It's an honor to have you here, sir. I was sharing a story before you came up. So as I was saying, he asked if we were tired, and some chorused yes, and he left the class. He shut the door and he left. Most of the students immediately they carried their bag and they started going. Guess what? Shut the door, took attendance, what we expect. We are just few students waiting behind. So I want to tell you that patience is a virtue and you must learn it. It's a must that you have that virtue. It is a must to have virtue. You must be patient. So I would love to have Mr. Shegun. Mr. Shegun is here. I'd love to welcome him on board and Mr. Shegun, I'm so happy you're here and I'm excited. You know, I've been expectant. I am jotting, I am writing materials with me here. I'm learning as well. So you can unmute your mic and let's hear from you, sir. Welcome, Mr. Shegun.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me loud and clear.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much for having me here this evening, and I really want to say a very big thank you to Oluwadose for organizing this beautiful program. To everyone who is also listening, and I'm very grateful to be here. I'm privileged to be here. And so today we are going to be talking about internship. And as we all know, these the six ships 4.0, and today I'll be taking the power of internship. And before we dive into that, like my Oluwadusi has said, we should try and bring out our writing materials, like the lecturer would say. So because we are actually going to learn a lot this evening. All right, so a quick one. Like I said, I'll be talking about internship, and the word internship. I know it would sound familiar to each and every one of us. You might have heard the word internship from one person or the other, or probably you might have even experienced it. So this evening I will just do a brief introduction about what internship is all about, so that we can um, get it together. So I'll just give a brief definition, and this particular definition is what we are going to be working with throughout the course of this training. So I would like you to just probably pen it down. And so what is internship? So internship is actually a temporal work experience program. Is a temporal work experience program usually offered by an organization or institution, be it medium or a high institution, to students. Like this program are being offered to students or graduates for them to gain experience, for them to gain practical skills, for them to gain exposure. So internship is actually a program that is organized by any organization. It can be organized by any organization, either online or offline. But majorly, we are going to be talking about the offline internship program, and that is what we're going to be talking about tonight. So I would like to take that definition again so that everybody can get it right. So, like I said internship is a temporal work experience program. Like it has a time limit, and it is usually offered by an organization or institution to students or graduates for them to gain experience, knowledge, skills, and exposure in their field of study. So tonight we are going to be looking at, okay, what is the purpose of internship? Like I said, we've given a definition of that, and what's the purpose of internship. Now, from my own personal experience, I'll be sharing with us four major four major keys to internship. That's the purpose of internship. And the number one purpose is to learn. That's the number one purpose of internship, to learn. And number two is to unlearn. Number two is to learn on to unlearn. And number three is for you to gain experience. For you to gain experience. And number four is for you to gain connection. Connection. That's number four. So you might be wondering, yeah, I know I know there's a particular one you are expecting, but I'm not going to say it, or I'm not going to add it, even though I'm going to say it, and that is to make money. I know a lot of us want to actually what we actually think of when we are talking about internship is okay. We want to make money, want to make money. IT brethren going to make money and all of those stuff. So, but tonight I'm going to change our orientation. Let me use that word, and it's just for good. So, a quick one: internship can be productive and unproductive. I just want us to get that right. And what we are going to be sharing tonight is a practical guide for us to be efficient and for us to be productive during our internship program, especially for 400 level students that are going into IT very soon. That will be second semester, and also for the lower level. And do you know one thing? I'm actually happy that we're having this kind of meeting tonight because I was not exposed to this. I know that there are some low level students that are listening to me right now, maybe 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, and stuff like that. I actually didn't have any opportunity of this kind of talk. I didn't have any opportunity for it before I actually did my internship. But I'm going to tell you a particular story, little story concerning that. So to dive into it, like I said, internship is for you to learn, to unlearn, gain experience, and build connection. So, first of all, I would just like to probably go through the steps. So, what are the steps we actually use in getting an internship opportunity? So, when we talk about internship opportunity, when we talk about internship and all of those things, so what we are actually talking about is okay, how do you get into being an intern in an organization? So that's what I'm going to be sharing tonight. And I would really want us to listen to this because it's really going to guide us, it's really going to help us go a long way, like a very long way. And the first thing is have a vision. So I want to be talking about steps we can actually take for you to be to have an productive to have a productive internship program. So the first thing is have a vision and why. You can write that why in capital letter. Have a vision and why. So now, when it comes to having a vision, you know, we have different kind of vision. We have different kind of vision. So I will say that you should have a big vision for yourself. Like have a big vision and why you're having that big vision. That's the number one thing when it comes to scaling internship. So I'm just going to break that into a simpler phases so that we can all understand. So when I say have a big vision, I mean don't look beyond your capability when it comes to internship program. Don't just look at yourself as oh, probably you're an agric science student. You're just looking at yourself in a small poultry doing internship there. Maybe you're just looking at yourself in one bakery doing internship there. You understand? So I want you to dream big. That's the first thing that actually guided me when I started my own internship. And a quick one, I just want to give us a story of my internship program. I I did my internship program at the Moritala Mohammed International Airport. That is Lagos State, Nigeria. And a lot of people actually wonder, Shegun, what are you looking for in the airports? Why are you going to the airport and all of those things? And I did agricultural and resource economics, SATs. My course is in SATs, School of Agriculture and Agricultural Technology. And I know some of you might be wondering, what's agric doing in the airports? Now, my course actually is major on three phases. We have the agricultural part, we have economics, we have statistics. So I major in the statistics part. I major in the statistic part. So the reason why I did go to the airport is because of number one of my vision. I caught the vision of doing my IT at the airport since my 200 level. Yes. I had a brother then, not really a brother, like maybe let me say a flatmate. So he did his IT, he did transport management, and he did his IT at the airport. So since then, I was just like, okay, is it possible for me to also do my IT at the airport and all of those things? And I just called the vision. Okay, Shegun, you can also do your IT at the airport. So I just called the vision, and that was how everything started. And I had the vision. I'm going to go to Mauritania International. It's a very, very big place. It's a very big company. And someone of my capability, from my background and everything, wouldn't even think of something like that. You understand? And I'm going to tell you why. And that takes me to the second phase. The first phase is having a vision, have a very big vision for yourself. Look beyond your capability, look beyond your environment. Yes, let me use that one. Look beyond your environment. And number two is do a proper research. Make a research of your vision. So let's say you have a vision, oh, I'm going to work at Chevron, I'm going to do my IT at Chevron. Is a very good thing, even though you do not know how you are going to access it or anything. The second thing you need to do is do a proper research. Okay, what do they do in Chevron? What department do they have? Can I relate what they do with my course of study? You understand? So we can do something like that. Can I relate my course of study with what they do? So when you research about this thing, go online, get material, research about your company, the company you're actually aspiring for. After researching on it, then we go for what we the next thing. Sorry. And the next thing is very, very important. The next thing is very important, is I think the second most important of everything um you should be looking forward to as an intern. It's a very important thing you should be looking forward to as an intern. And what is it? And that is adding value to yourself. I don't know if you guys can still hear me.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
All right. So the third phase is adding value to yourself. And see, when it comes to adding value to yourself, a lot of people do not talk about this when it comes to intern. And that is, I said something before we start this. I said internship can be productive and unproductive. What makes an internship to be productive and unproductive is not the company you're actually doing your internship, it's you. So what makes it an maybe productive or unproductive is you. And I'm going to explain that. And that comes with adding value to yourself. Don't just, we've actually gone through the stage of, okay, you having a big vision, you making proper research about the company. Then the next one is add value to yourself. When I call the vision of, okay, I'm going to the airport to um do my IT, I actually narrow it down. Okay, I actually want to work in the statistics unit. Then I was like, okay, what's the next thing for me to do? I need to add value to myself. Adding value to yourself is also have something to in your brain. Let me use that word. Also have something. You understand? Have practical skills. You can also go to offer. So one thing a lot of people always leave aside when it comes to internship is that they always feel internship is just for them to go and learn. And see, once you're always viewing internship as a place for you to go and learn, I'm telling you, you're not going to learn anything. That is just the ideology. That's just the technical part of it. If you are going there to go and learn alone and you do not have anything, you are not going to learn anything at all. Now, this is it. Um, so 200 level second semester, I was like, okay, what are the statistical tools I need to probably learn? I learned Excel. I go for Excel. I did a course on Excel. I learned Excel to use Excel. Then from there, I moved to data analysis. I started using XPSS because school will not actually teach you these things. Though for your internship, you are going to gain practical knowledge. That is the normal thing you should gain, practical knowledge. But if you do not equip yourself with some skills, when you get there, it's not going to work out. Now, you will discover that some people, when they get to, there's this my friend that told me, Ashegun, he was working in a bank and he was like, Ashegun, you know that over 3 months I've been here, I've not been able to do so anything. They've always been um telling me to go buy something from one place to another. They'll be sending him to go buy lunch, breakfast, and all of, like it's just like their errand boy. You understand? That is what you get when you do not have value. So imagine you get to a particular company now and you have skills. Let's say, okay, from my own end, when I started at the Mauritania International Airport, I have analytical skills. So when I got to the statistics department, it was very easy for me to actually navigate some things. I was able to use Excel. I was able to do formulas. I was able to build dashboard. I was even able to bring some solutions to, okay, this is how to actually use all these things if efficiently. You understand? Now, they actually see me as, wow, this person actually knows what he is doing. He has actually come to this company to also impact us with value. You understand? Now, what that actually helped me with, what that actually helped me to do is that it helped me gain grant in that my department. No one can just send me anyhow, because I always have something to do. You understand? I always have something to do. Now, when you are doing internship, there are some people that, there are some companies that do not trust you. They don't trust intern. Companies, they do not trust intern because they understand that you're only there for a temporal moment, period of time. So they there's a limit to what you can do. There's a limit to what they can actually push to you for you to do. You understand? But when they see that you have value you can also render to them, they are going to expose you to a lot of things that will make you to also learn more. You understand? So there are some softwares they use in my department, even though I do not know how to use them. But there are some basic things I know how to do. There are some basic software I know how to use. With that, they were able to expose me to some other software. Whereas there are some of my departmental mates, like in the airport, they didn't have this opportunity. You understand? They do not have the opportunity. So one of the things that is very germane, that is very germane when it comes to you getting an IT placement, is you having a skills. If you are in statistics, okay, let me use the let's say you are in remote sensing department. Before you go for your IT, learn about remote, learn softwares like ArcGIS, learn to plot map, all those things, learn it very well before you even move out of the school. You understand? Have value for yourself. That when you get there, they will not just see you as an empty barrel. It's very much important, like very much important when it comes to you having a success in your internship program. You understand? So, and that will move me to the next one, even though I'm still going to talk about the adding value in another phase. So that moves me to the next one. And what's the next thing? The next thing we are going to be looking at is making connection. Yeah, making connection. From our definition, you see in your IT, you make connection. And that's one of the purpose of IT. Like a lot of people go there to make connection. That was one of the things that actually made me to go to Murtala Mohammed International Airport. Now, when it comes to connection, a lot of people will always want to talk about, oh, I want to make connection with the manager so I can have the number of the manager, I can have the number of the top officials. You understand? Those are the things they actually want to do. Those are the things a lot of IT students want to do, so that I can just make connection with the managers and all of those things. But I tell you, there's a secret, and I have never heard this before in my life. This is the first time I'll be saying it, and it's because I experienced it myself. I've never heard it before, and this is my first time of saying it. And it is that the first person to make connection with in any organization, if you really want to make connection, the first person ever to make connection is with the gate man. I know that sounds funny. Is with the gate man. It sounds funny. Is with the gate man or security man. I tell you, these are the best people to actually make connection with. Once you're able to get connected with the gate man or the security man, I'm telling you, it will be very easy for you to get in touch with other people. See, this thing is actually is skills that, like I told you, I've never heard it before. It's happened to me personally, something I experienced, and I feel so excited, you understand, to actually share the secret with people when it comes to things like this. So now you will agree with me that, see, the gate man knows virtually everybody in that company. The gate man, he knows virtually everybody in that company, but you don't know. He knows the chairman, he knows the manager, he knows the secretary, he knows every one of them because he opens the gate for them. He opens the gate for them. Do you understand? Now, this is it. You might not have a direct access to the manager. Even for 6 months you are there, you might not have a direct access to the manager, but the gate man sees the manager every day by day. You might not have a direct access to him, but the gate man has a direct access to the what's it called, the manager. Now you agree with me? There are some gate man that has been probably serving in Mauritania Mohammed International Airport. We have some what's it called, officers in that place, that's security, that have been serving for like 20 years. 20 years. They know everybody, know the past, present, participle, everything, all the managers, they know. Do you understand? They have connections. You understand? So once you get, and this is IT people, when we get to a particular company, these are the people we actually neglect. We look down on them, like we look down on them so much because they are always standing by the gate, and we think we are the we are always in the good move and everything. So, and we miss a lot of things. We really do miss a lot of things. Now let me give you this particular instance. Let's say you are working at the airport and you are staying at Yaba. Now the cost of transportation from Yaba to the airport, I spend like 1,200 naira every single day. You understand? And those are the things you are going to experience in your IT. You are going to be experiencing the transportation issue and all of those things. They might not even be paying you much, and you'll be spending a lot of transportation. Now, this is how to do it. You meet up with the gate man, you build connection with the gate man. The gate man knows virtually everybody in that place. He can tell you their destination, even while he's standing at that gate. He'll tell you, okay, this person actually comes from so places. This one comes from. He can easily talk to them. The gate man have as he can, hello ma, they respect, see, your manager respect the gate man even more than you as an IT student. That's one thing. All most of the staffs, they respect the gate man. You understand? They respect them because the way they relate with them. You understand? Now imagine your probably a staff just probably want to leave the office, and the gate man just approach the person will be like, it will be like, wow, this gate man has never approached me like this before. And the gate man, man, please, can I have like 2 minutes of your time? And okay, what do you, oh, I have a brother here. Oh, hey, you have a brother here? Yes, I have a brother here. He's doing his IT here. Please, I don't know if you can help him or probably connect him with someone coming from so. And the woman will be like, I'll be willing to help. Even if that woman is not going through your destination, can connect you with someone going to your destination. And before you know it, you make your connection. You can get in touch with even the manager himself from the gate man. But see, this thing I'm telling you, it is, how do I put it now? It is something that really helped me. Like it really, really helped me a lot. And it's just God and Holy Spirit that opened my eyes to this thing. I will not lie to you, it's not by my power. You understand? So now it will be very, very easy for you to actually get in contact with anybody. See, from the gate man, you can ask for the details of every staff in that company, and he will tell you. He will tell you, these are the things you should do, these are the things you should not do, these are the things, this is where you should not go. See, he will tell you. And this is just little connection. Your first 1 month, just build a connection with the gate man. It might just be recharge 100 naira when you are going to answer. Just take, oh, you just go. Though you might not need to talk to him for the first week, for the first 1 week, just normal casual greeting and all of, respect the person. Then after like 2 years, get, okay sir, please, I need this, I need that, I need that. Probably you have transport issue and all of those things. It will connect you. You understand? So that is one of the techniques when you're actually working as an intern in a physical environment, in a physical industry. It really goes a long way, but it's something that people don't even pay attention to at all. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is still in line with you making connection. So another way you can actually make good connection in your IT placement is from your value. Like I told you earlier, I'm going to still talk about the value, and it's your value. See, when I started at the airport, they can easily come in from anywhere. We have this Excel problem. Some people are using Excel and they do not know. See, there are some people, top officials, people in those I industries, and they do not know how to use some of these software. Some of them are old. They don't know how to use them. Imagine you know how to use them. Just normal Excel. See, before you go for IT, I always advise any student, no matter the department you are, no matter where you, anything, know Excel very well. And this thing, how do you know them? It's not something big or something. You can see everything has now become so sophisticated. With your 2 gig, you can download full course on Excel on YouTube. You see courses 5 hours. You understand? Go watch it. Be diligent. Diligent. When you're adding value to yourself, it comes with sacrifice. And those are the things I paid during my own. I'll go to night class, do night school, go to night class just because I want to watch a tutorial on Excel, or because I want to do an online course. You understand? So I made sure that I equip myself with a lot of value, and that is still helping me to today. If it is graphics design you know how to do, add a value to yourself. It might not be even related to the course of your study. Now, there's this my friend is also from statistics department, and as a matter of fact, he does not even know a lot of statistical tools. And me, that I'm not from the department, I know more of statistical tools than him. You understand? But is into graphics. He knows a lot about graphic design. And when he got into that company, he was posted into statistics department. But do you know what? Throughout his stay in that place, he was making a lot of money, because he just told them, he just got connected with one of the star, and he was like, so I know how to do graphics. This is my portfolio. And the man checked, and the man was like, okay, instead of we taking this, they do a lot of graphics work, printing and all of those. He said that instead of we taking it out, since we have you, you'll be helping us to do it, and we'll be paying you. And that is how the guy was surviving. He was getting a lot of money. You understand? It was anything the company wants to do, instead of them taking it out, they will give him, because he knows how to do it. You understand? So these are ways at which this thing can actually help you when you add value to yourself before going for an internship program. So don't just look at an internship program as a place where you want to just go and learn and make connection and make money. If you do not have a value that you if you know if you do not have a value that you can render, at the end of the day, they are going to be using you, because they will see you as um they'll see as someone that I do not want to use the word, I do not want to use the word, but you won't be productive. That's just the idea of everything. You might not be productive to some extent. So but if you have a value on yourself, you have a skills you can also offer, excuse me, to the company, then that will actually help you go a long way. There are some places on the norms you won't be able to get to, but because of what you can do, you they will allow you to get there. You understand? And they will be willing to share a lot of secrets, because those companies actually hide secrets. They hide something that will be useful for you. They hide it from you. That's just it, because they see as someone who just come for temporal program. So then lastly, the next thing I'm going to be talking about is okay. So there is this particular thing I just want to point our attention to. So when you don't have a dream, he said anything can keep you busy, even useless things. And that actually brings me to my first point, which is you having a vision, having a dream, and know why. You understand? So a lot of students, when it comes to IT, they are going for IT placement and all of those things. They do not have a vision in their head. They do not have a vision. They do not have anything. And at the end of the day, they end up in any company. They just be, okay, just fix me anywhere. I don't want your IT to be like that. It won't help you. And do you know one thing about IT? IT actually prepares you. Number one, it prepares you for life after school, and it actually grants you opportunity. Where I worked now, at the Monitor Armament International Airport, I have a particular slot, and the slot is okay. When I'm doing my NYSC, my HOD said he's going to help me write a letter to bring me to the airport for my NYSC. And what that means is after my NYSC, I have direct access to get a placement for a job placement. You understand? Those are the things you actually get when you do not have an enclosed vision. You understand? Have a very big vision. These things are possible. Don't just look at yourself as, okay, I just want to do my IT in one small place. No, don't do like that. You can do it. My my story going to the airport is a very very miraculous story, because I will tell you something, that I do not know anybody at the airport. A lot of people think, ah, Shegun, you have connection, you go to the airport, you do like, I do not have anybody at the airport. I do not know anyone at all. But do you know what helped me? Now I had a vision. I was going to do my IT at the airport. I made my research, following the process. After making my research, I I had value to myself. After I added value to myself, what do I do next? Then I make myself available physically. So there are some companies that you would want to go. They will ask you to send your probably your letter, your IT placement letter to their Gmail. They are not going to check it. You are not going to get a reply from them. And I always advise students to one of the mistakes some of our students made during IT placement stuff is that they were just going to companies with their IT letter, because school is going to give you a particular IT letter. What I advise is that when you've added value to yourself, you understand, have a short resume. It might not be a long one. Have a short explaining what you can do. They also want to see, attach it to that letter, then submit it. Go there physically, submit it. It will really help you. It will really help you a lot. So the company will know that, oh, this person we actually want to take in is not just an ordinary student that just want to come and learn. So go there with a resume that actually identifies, okay, these are the things you can do, these are the skills you have, communication skills. But then don't put something you can't do. That's one of the mistakes student make. So put your skills there, put the things you can actually do there, some things that add value that you know that will also help the company. Put it there, then attach the letter with your posting letter, your IT placement letter, attach it to them and submit. You understand? If possible, get a recommendation letter from any of your lecturers. I did that too. I got the recommendation letter from two of my lecturers. I attached it. You understand? So when you do this, go to the company yourself, be there physically. Be there physically to submit your letter and your documents. So let me quickly tell you a short story of myself, how I actually got into the airport. Like I said earlier, I do not know anybody at the airport. So when I followed the three step I just mentioned to you guys, I went to Lagos. Fortunately, I have a brother who is in Lagos. He stays in Yaba. I met with my brother and I was like, ah, I want to go to the airport for my IT stuff. And he was like, Shegun, who do you know at the airport? The airport is a very, very big place. And I said, I do not know anybody, but at least I know God. So I do not even know the road to the airport. I just find my way asking. And you know Lagos, how Lagos can be. So fortunately, I was able to get to the airport. And do you know what my greatest surprise? As I was going to enter the first terminal, then they haven't built the new terminal. For those of us that actually know the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, we have two terminals. We have two terminals there. The new terminal that our former president Muhammad Buhari commissioned, that was last year. So I got there, and as I was about entering the first terminal, I met security personnel, and I was like, okay, I'm here I'm looking for IT placement, and they just bounced me back. They said you can't even enter. I was like, why? They said you can't enter. That I need to bring in some stuff like that. Actually discouraged me. But God actually showed me a particular favor that day, and one of the security personnel directed me back to training. There's a place they call training school, a little bit far from the airport. Then I moved. They asked me to go there. Then I went there, and those people accepted me. They were like, "What do you want?" I told them, "Okay, I'm looking for IT placement and stuff like that." And they said, "Okay, no problem." They sent me to meet with the HR. I go to the HR office and they handed me because they have requirements that needs to be actually the requirement that needs to be made before you can gain access to the airport system. And they gave me the list. The first thing on that list is that you must have a guarantor that works in the airports. Like you must have someone who will stand for you, and that person must be a staff in the airport. That's the first requirement. I dropped the document and I left. I was like, I can't do this. I do not even have anybody. I do not have that was the first requirement. I do not even have anybody. And I won't lie to you. This is what I did. I know some of us that are here, we are Christians. You understand? So one of the things that actually helped me in this journey of my internship program is the Lord. You understand, is my own relationship with God. And it won't be all right when I talk about this internship process and everything. I do not add God. I'm telling you, it will just be as if I'm telling you, you are going to try it. It might not work out. You understand, might not totally work out. So God actually helped me. And I just made a call of that brother. The brother, I think I knew the brother since 200 level. So I left the lodge that same 200 level. So it was like after like 3 years, I had to call the brother, and I called. I was like, how can you help me and all of those things. And he said the person that stood for him while when he did his own IT day, he said that the person is not even his family member, and so he can't recommend me for the person because the person just decided to help him. Like, and I was like, what am I going to do? I said, all right, no problem. And a few minutes later, he just called me and he was like, Shegun, let me just give you his number. Probably you just try your luck and all of those things. And I called the man, and the man was like, okay, come meet me in my office. And I went to the man's office around the airport. The man is working for NAMA, that's Nigerian Airspace Management Agency. So I went to the man's office, and immediately I go there, the man looked at me, was like, okay, I'm going to help you. That was what he said. He said, I'm going to help you. The man he wrote a letter for me, recommendation letter. He gave me his passports because those are one of the recommendation. The passports of the guarantor, the phone number of the guarantor, and all of the person that doesn't know me at all. You understand? The person doesn't know me at all. And I got it. I got back to the training school. It was already late. I was asked to come back the following day. When I got home, I told my brother. My brother was like, okay, there's this his friend that has worked in the airport for like 10 years that probably you should also try. He tried the person's number, and okay, he gave me his number. I tried the person's number, and the person connected me to someone in the airport, and this person happens to work with the Federal Government Agency of Nigeria. When I called the person, sorry for my long story, I just want to help us gain more insights. So I called this person, and this person happens to be the manager of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria. Is the manager of in Maritala Mohammed International Airport. I was like, wow, I got the number of the manager. You understand? It was something I never, even my brother was not expecting it. Like, he was not expecting it. It just happened. And that was why I got two recommendation letter, like people recommending me, standing as my guarantor. And that was how I got into the airport system. Then afterwards, I was right to write exams. We wrote exam, entrance exam. Thank God I got 90% over 100, and that was what actually made me to help me to get into the airport system. So that's actually my story on the long run. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that when it comes to this IT place, have a very big vision. That was what I did. I had even when you do see, a vision doesn't mean, oh, you know how it's gonna work out. No, you might not necessarily need to know how it's gonna work out. That's why they call it a vision. Then you work towards it. When you work towards your vision, I'm telling you, with the help of God, you get it. You understand? So for tonight, all we've been able to talk about is the steps you are gonna take to actually achieve success in as an intern. And number one is you have a very big vision. Number two is make research. Number three is add value to yourself. And number four, make connection. And don't forget, the first person to make connection with as an intern in any organization might looks funny, but is the gate man or the security man. You understand? So I don't know if we have questions, anything that is not so clear to us and you want me to expatiate on. I want us to probably drop it in the comment section. Any question?
Okay, sir. I do have a question.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, you said we should to getting into opportunities as an intern, you said we
Yeah.
should have practical skills. So
Yeah.
my question is that what kind of practical skills do you
Okay.
advise
Hello, can you hear me?
intern relationship or going into internship? What practical skills can you advise the person to have?
All right. Okay. Okay. Number one is that, see, one of the thing internship is meant for is for you to actually gain practical skills in your field of study. So school actually provides you with the theoretical aspects. You understand? School provides you with the theoretical aspects of your course, and IT internship actually provides you with the technical aspects. You understand? So now, while you are in school, I believe every department, you understand, they have the technical aspects. So let's say you are in statistics now. Go online, check for tools, softwares we use in statistics. You understand? If you are in remote sensing, check for, okay, go online, check for, okay, you can even move with some of your lecturer, ask them question, okay, ma, okay, I mean, we are in biology department, what other technical tools do you think we can actually learn for us to scale in this department? You understand? They will tell you, some of them will tell you. That was one of the things I enjoy. One of my lecturers told me, Ashegun, okay, we use XPSAs in statistics, we use starter. I learned those things. You understand? But one of the major skills, major tools you need to learn is Excel. You see, every company they use it. All those companies they use Excel, like they use it a lot, a lot. You understand? So, and there is more to, you can do a lot of things with Excel, especially those who are in those who are doing data analysis and all of those things. Is a very good tool. You can use it for a lot of things. So I recommend you go for Excel. No more about your Microsoft Word. See, all these tools, it might look so simple, but when you get to that place, it will actually serve you. It will really serve you a lot. You get to some department, they want to prepare reports, they do not know how to do some things on Microsoft Word. Once you are able to help them do it, that actually was one of the things that actually gave you grant in any company you find yourself. You understand? So one of the things I will also advise is go online. If you are, let's say if you are in mechanical engineering, okay, what are the tools we use in mechanical, what are the softwares we use in mechanical engineering? There are some machines now that automates what's it called, that can actually make a designs, that can make sketches and all of those things. People don't use hand to draw again, like your ME. You understand? So learn all these softwares, learn them before you go. You might not have the whole knowledge, but at least have the basic knowledge of those things. No matter the department you are, go online or meet with your lecturers. What are the softwares you think you use in the department? The school is not going to teach you about those things. They are not, even if they are going to teach you, it's just going to be introductory parts. You understand? You will not get in-depth knowledge of it. So go there, go online, get it. Even if it's graphic design, learn it. It might not be related to your course of study, but trust me, when you get to that place, you will see a lot of people that are actually doing that, that actually needs your service. You understand? It might be like, okay, maybe the secretary, you are close with the secretary, and the secretary has a particular church he or she goes. You understand? And they do print, they need graphic designer to probably print their flyers for their program and all of those things. When you're able to get close with the secretary, I do this kind of thing, they can easily recommend you even for their friends. You understand? So you see that that one actually is actually even out of context. That was what that my friend did, and he was making his money. You understand? He was really making, he really enjoyed his IT. You understand with that? So go for all those soft skills, graphics, Excel, Microsoft. Any those ones are just the basics. You understand? But in your own field of study, have some practical skills that you can learn. You understand, before you go for your IT, and I think that will help. So I don't
All
know if,
right.
okay.
Okay,
Does
thank
that
you
answer
so
your
much.
question?
Yes,
Okay.
it answered my question. And there is a particular thing I've learned over time. And I would
Okay.
love everyone listening to this to practice. It would be good if you find someone in your field, someone that has gone ahead of you. Make sure you ask questions from them. That
Exactly.
what would they have done when they were in your level? What would they have done better, much better when they were in your level? So it will help you, it will boost your morale, and it will also help you. I know that you have a goal, you have a focus, you know what you want to do, but that will also it will give you some insights on how to go about them. So I would love you to ask those that have gone ahead of you. Don't be limited. Please ask questions. It matters a lot. It matters a lot. It matters a lot. Thank you so much for tonight, Mr. Shegun. I don't know if anyone else asks questions. If you do, please kindly drop it in the comment section. Kindly drop it in the comment section so that it can give an answer to it. So we're waiting for the questions for just 2 minutes. Then, if there is any, it's going to give an answer. And if there is none, this is going to be ended. We're going to end it and start the companionship section now. So, anybody, if you have questions, kindly drop it in the comment section. Drop it in the comment section. So, in the absence of none, we're going to be ending this live session. Thank you so much, Mr. Shegun. I really appreciate. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming around. I have learned a lot. I've learned a lot. To internship being a temporary work experience program, purpose of internship to learn, unlearn, to gain experience, to gain connection. And he also said that internship can be productive and unproductive. It all depends on you. Yes, I trust you've learned one or two things. Do well to drop it in the comment section. Let's know what you've learned. Let's know what you've learned. Thank you so much. I'll be ending this section now and we will be starting the companionship session. I'd love to see you. To have a great night. Bye.